These guys have known each other, Clark, for a long time. There should be very few surprises tonight.
I agree with you, Kevin. Two veteran teams here, and that means that execution becomes the driving force in success.
Now, here's Westbrook. Pass to Harden. Houston moving it around. Now, Covington. From deep. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got the first basket of the game for Houston.
And Harden has the ultimate green light. I mean, it's uber green, including launching from outside of the state.
Right at the free throw line.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Anthony. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Outside Westbrook. And the three off target. And Collins has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. It's a three-point game.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Pass to Nurkic. Fires from 14. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Here's Covington. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Boy, Covington has blinding speed, and he makes good use of it in the fast break opportunities.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of the rest of his career.
Stolen by Collins. The wide open look here for Anthony. Releases from the wing and drills it.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Now, here is Harden. He has 7. For 3, Covington. On the wing, Harden. Stolen by Collins. Covington with the steal. Poked away. Harden outside. From outside the arc. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And here we go. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
Covington wide open. He fires. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Anthony. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here is Harden. 10 points for him. Just 5 on the clock. No good from outside. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. They trail by 3. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Count that one. And that's 10 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And Melo's jumper is pure. You feel like it's going in every time he gets a clean look at the rim.
Here's Harden. James Harden getting it done for Houston. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Houston.
They've definitely had a hot hand from 3-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Baamute with the steal. Count it. Good. Rivers has got the opening basket here in the 2nd quarter for the Rockets.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Pass to Trent. Back to Lillard. Anthony in the corner. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Well, you know, last season for the Rockets, not as strong as the season prior. 53 wins and 4th seed compared to 65 wins and the #1 seed in 2018. Still face the same fate in the playoffs, though. Not able to overcome the Warriors.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. And some people wonder if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you.
And guys, they've allowed an embarrassing number of points off those turnovers.
Well, you really put your defense in a tough spot. You compromise your defense when you fumble the ball away like that.
Clark, for the Rockets, that was the 4th time in the last 5 years they've lost to the Warriors in the playoffs.
And it's easy to see why this team has become a bit obsessed with beating the Warriors. They've been unable to do it in 4 or 5 meetings. Team is still in a good spot to compete. I think they just need to tweak just a touch to maybe get over the hump.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Kept alive. Whiteside. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Yeah, and the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Another miss by Houston. Trailblazers trailed by 5. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Here's the 3. They get it back. Pass to McLemore. Another miss by Houston.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Now Little. And here's McCollum. Chandler with the steal. And here we go. Houston running again. And it's Green with the jam.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those. And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
Takes the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. He has 7.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Inside, Whiteside hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
Here's Westbrook. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat play from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
Out to the wing. There's 45 seconds left in the second quarter. The shot's good.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Harden up top. Over McCollum. Harden gets the bucket. Harden's got 12 in the game.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Pass to Collins. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's McCollum. The Rockets pull it in.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And the first one drops. The Trailblazers making a switch here. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. It's Harden with the drive. And it is good at the buzzer! Wow! And so it's the Houston Rockets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Here's Covington. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jusuf Nurkic.
Really nice work here from Covington to draw the foul on his way up. He's got a real talent for drawing fouls and getting himself to the foul line.
So both teams changing it up here. And both free throws good for Covington. Mark, we know you have great passion for the game of basketball. Any passions that our fans may not know about?
Yeah, I enjoy golf. I'm an avid reader, as you well know, Kevin. We actually share book titles on occasion. Obviously, food is universal, and there's nothing I turn down. I try to eat certain things in moderation. But I enjoy board games, too. In terms of sports, I'm a fan of football, both college and pro. Enjoy playing golf, and board games and reading probably are what occupy my time.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And Lillard throws it down.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
It's Anthony with the drive. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
And you see the leadership of Lillard in that sequence, keeping everyone involved, not looking to do it all himself, but creating for his teammates.
Over in the corner, Green. Another miss by Houston.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
Back to Anthony. And that one drops for him. Anthony's got 16 points.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Here's Green. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. That's good from Green.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And it's Lillard missing. Rockets leading by 9. With some arc. And he lays it up and in. He's got 9.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
And Lillard throws it down.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
For Portland, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And here are the Rockets now. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Clemens. They get it again. Here's Chandler. Rivers gets a wide-open look. Drains the three-pointer. And the Rockets lead by 11.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Kicks it out to McCollum. Portland moving the ball around. Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Nurkic has got his second basket.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Portland with the ball.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. And defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rivers.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
McCollum with the ball. Now Green defending. Here's Whiteside. Shakes him. The shot will not fall. And the Rockets take it the other way. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 13.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And good that time.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Here's Rivers. He's got 7. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. It's McCollum with the drive. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Lillard outside. Pass to Whiteside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Trailblazers have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability. You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Free throw good, Damian Lillard. 17 seconds left in the 3rd. Now Rivers. This one for 3. Can't connect.
Boy, Hazonia playing with real tenacity. I've got great respect for that kind of effort on defense.
And so it's the Houston Rockets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. 4th quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Wasted no time on that one. And that's 15 points for James Harden.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, it's been an outstanding game for them in the open court. Their fast break points really stand out.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the 2nd.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Back to Westbrook. Tries a 3. A shot off that time. Trailblazers trail by 6. Anthony in the corner. McCollum outside. Back to Anthony. Shoots from the high post. To the wing right side. Second chance shot. Lillard misses.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. Here's McCollum. Basket good.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Houston leading by 6. Takes it out to Covington. No good with the triple. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Pass to Whiteside. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Second shot opportunity. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And Harden launches it from deep. Misses the deep three-point attempt. Down low, Nurkic takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Here's Nurkic. Shoots over Tucker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
Guys, that was critical. I mean, that's what we're used to seeing out of him, though, at moments like this.
From deep, Harden. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
To tie it up. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Robert Covington picks one up.
You know, guys, you've got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team. Nicely done. Without much separating these teams, that's when you have to make good at the line.
Harden in for his 7th make in 14 tries.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
And the basket is good. Anthony's got the game tied up here for Portland.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Lillard attacking. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Chandler. Pass to Covington. Count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
At the elbow, it's Whiteside. Portland moving the ball around. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
This is what happens when you allow Carmelo Anthony to heat up.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
And a deep 3 from Harden. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Harden with it. Missed. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one.
Here we go.
So the Rockets win the tip. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. And here's Covington from the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Kicks it out to McCollum. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Houston in the lead. Out left to the wing. It's House outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
McCollum left side. Here's Whiteside. Another shot. And another shot. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. And here's Harden for 3. A shot missing. Now Portland takes it the other way. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To the paint. Whiteside, good.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Just over a minute and a half played here in overtime. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. The Rockets with the new 14. Pass to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. Over McCollum. Rebounded by Anthony. Trailblazers trailed by 3. And it's McCollum off the drive. It falls! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Well, I'd have to say Lillard is one of the game's best passers right now.
And here's Harden. In the corner, it's Westbrook. But they recover it. Here's House. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard outside. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was 1 step late that time, Greg.
Lillard outside to take the lead. Oh, that's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. 4 on the clock. Here's McCollum. No good. Whiteside. Covington with the steal. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
You know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. 9 seconds left in the first overtime. Pass to Nurkic. McCollum outside. Lillard from outside. And the miss.
Nice attention to detail on defense. Harden showing he wants to improve on this end of the court.
So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out.